Good morning, EDU 279, and welcome to week 6. Last week we looked at emergent literacy and how in early childhood classrooms children benefit from being immersed in an environment that was print-rich, that included a lot of literature as far as teachers reading books to children, books being available, print around the environment, and lots of opportunities to have writing materials so that they could practice their writing in a very low stakes environment where just their markings were valued and built into making more letter-like markings to then learning how to write letters. This week we're kind of still looking at the emergent literacy environment, but we are shifting more specifically to a focus on phonological awareness. So there's not a separate chapter in your textbook related to phonological awareness. But I do ask that you go back and look at the emergent literacy chapter and kind of review the information there about phonological awareness. And I have provided a Reading Rockets course module to get you even more familiar and submerged into the content of what phonological awareness is. One point that I want to make that I hope everybody understands is the concept of phonological awareness is about oral language. It's about understanding and being able to hear the individual sounds in words. So one thing that I find very interesting about phonological awareness is that you can do it without many materials, or some people say you can even do it in the dark just to send the message home that it doesn't really require a match to visuals or to the actual letter that makes the sound. As children progress in their phonological awareness skills, it naturally folds into phonics instruction, which is the letter sound match. So you will see that overlap a little bit, but when you're thinking about children being able to hear the individual words in sentences, being able to hear syllables in words, being able to isolate the beginning sound of a word or produce rhymes, and then later manipulating the sounds in words, like being able to substitute beginning sounds or ending sounds and things like that, then teachers often start to pair the letters with those sounds to build up to that phonics skill of decoding and matching letters to sounds. But true phonological awareness is about what children can hear and how they can decipher the individual sounds in words. Let's take a look over at Blackboard. We are navigating from the weekly lessons tab, and you'll see those weeks that are upcoming. Let me scroll down to this week, phonemic awareness. You will see here in the classroom observation lab experiences, this is the week that I intended for you guys to start observing in the classroom, but I do know that you're still working on those approvals with the school system, and that's okay. So I have written the instructions this week for people that are observing in classrooms, but I've also provided video examples as well of different aspects of phonics instruction, or I'm sorry, I keep mixing those words up, of phonemic and phonological awareness instruction. So if you're not yet in a classroom, you can use these videos and reflect on what you observed in the videos in your journal this week. Your overview of the classroom observations and lab experiences will always be very similar to what you're reflecting on in your journal. The other thing that I want to point out for this week is that you are completing that Reading Rockets phonological and phonemic awareness course module. You need to go through all of the steps to complete that, and you will be reflecting on your learning from that this week as well, since there's no chapter to read. Use these resources. These are great resources to kind of see some activities that relate to phonological awareness for both K1 and 2nd through 3rd grade. And so in the assignments tab, there's where you're going to put your course module completion and summary of what you learned. Here's your discussion board for this week where you're going to respond to this video, and then your journal is about your observation reflection, whether you're in the classroom or whether you are observing using the videos provided, and you do have a check for understanding. If you are out observing in the classroom this week, you're going to complete your observation log. Anybody who's still waiting to be assigned, this will be an exempt grade for you. So if you had to use the videos, you do not have to submit anything here. Make it clear in your journal reflection that you use the videos instead of going out into the classroom because you were still waiting for your approval process. I hope this overview is helpful. Please reach out if you guys need anything. I'm here and willing to help. Have a great week.